So in this trig problem, we want to write a general formula for all the solutions. So we're not limited to 0 to 2 pi one time around the unit circle. We can go an infinite amount of times around the unit circle and get an answer every single time we get there. So let's talk about what we have to do. We're trying to isolate theta and figure out at what angle we start, that when we multiply it by 2 and then take the cosine of it gets us an answer that's root 2 over 2. Okay, so we will be working from the inside out, so they're rather the outside in. So the last thing we'll do is divide by 2. So the first thing we do is get rid of cosine. And we get rid of cosine by taking the arc cosine or the inverse cosine. Inverse cosine of this and inverse cosine of that. So that's how we get rid of cosine, by arc cosining it. So I have 2 theta equals. Now I have to think and use my unit circle at what angles is the cosine having a value of pi, or rather root 2 over 2. And one of them happens at pi over 4. Okay, and then the other one, it happens again at 7 pi over 4. Those are the 2 angles on my unit circle where the x value of the point is root 2 over 2. Okay, now I want in general, so every time I go around the unit circle, no matter what, every time I get right here, I'm going to have an answer. So I go around 1 time, sure, twice, sure, 3 times, sure, 4 times. Okay, so in general, every time I go around the unit circle, I get a new answer. Okay, and that is how we write that mathematically, plus 2k pi, where k is how many times am I going around the unit circle. Okay, if I go around 0 times, then this is just one answer. If I go around 1 time, then I get another one here at 9 pi over 4. And if I go around 2 times, then I add 4 pi to this. And if I go around 3 times, then I add 6 pi to this. And every time I go around, I get a new answer. So the same thing with 7 pi over 4, I have to add how many times do I want to go around the unit circle? Or rather, do you want me to go around the unit circle? Because I don't know, so that's why I put the k as my variable. That's how many times I go around. So now when I continue solving this, I don't only have to divide this by 2 and divide this by 2, I also have to divide that by 2. Okay, because division is a Christmas operation. When I divide, everything gets divided. I don't get to pick and choose what I want to divide. Okay, addition is not. Addition is a birthday one. You only add things to like things. So I'm dividing everything by 2, which leads me as an answer of pi over 4 divided by 2 is pi over 8 plus k pi, because the 2 cancels out. And the other one is 7 pi over 8 plus k pi also. So now I'm going halfway around the unit circle and I'm getting new answers every time rather than going all the way around the unit circle to get a new answer. So when we do this in general, you have to write out the general solution first and then get rid of your multiple angle stuff. Just like that.